Pendengaran Permohonan untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan Pempetisyen sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya secara sidang video. Dengan izin Yang Arif, perbicaraan mahkamah pada hari ini dijalankan secara sidang video atas permohonan semua pihak berikutan Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan. Hakim bersidang hari ini ialah Yang Arif Hakim Dato Wan Ahmad Farid bin Wan Salleh. Pempetisyen pertama, WA 183001-2021, Jian Li Jiaying. Sila perkenalkan diri anda.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Jin Li Jiaying, pempetisyen pertama.
Silakan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Adam Yap Bun Han, Peguam Pengusul bagi Pempetisyen pertama, dan bersama saya rakan-rakan bijaksana saya dari Pejabat Peguam Negara, Badan Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang akan memperkenalkan diri masing-masing, iaitu
dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Aisyah Farina Abdullah, Peguam Kanan Persekutuan hadir bagi pihak Peguam Negara Malaysia Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, bagi pihak Majlis Peguam Tan Seng Chong.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Lee Kawei bagi pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur Yang Arif.
Ya. Yang Arif, hari ini ditetapkan untuk pendengaran petisyen penerimaan masuk Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Dengan izin Yang Arif, pohon izin Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini agar ucapan seterusnya diteruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, the petitioner Jin Li Jiaying had never imagined herself of becoming a lawyer one day. This is because she always treated herself as an introvert person. And in fact, she was told by her friends and the loved ones that being an introvert, you will never go far, much less if you want to become a lawyer. So, surrounded by this stigma around her, she even decided to enroll in the science stream while pursuing her A-levels. But then, she realized that her first love, her first passion, took her passion and took the giant leap and decided to enroll law to study at University Malaya. Now, in 2020, she graduated as a law degree graduate from University Malaya. So therefore, 2020 is finally a wawasan 2020 tercapai. Finally, we can say that at least for the petitioner. It was then she commenced her tutelage in Zaid Ibrahim & Co. under the tutelage of Mr. David Lee Kin Ming. Yang Arif, on this momentous occasion, she will wish to express her gratitude and thanks to all her loved ones, most notably Yang Arif, her father, Mr. Lee Chi Sin, and her mother, Ms. Loh Siu King, for their unconditional love and support. Now, there's a special paragraph or sentence that in her speech she wished to express her gratitude to, which is this particular person, Mr. Xia Yu Hen. I've taken the liberty to ask the petitioner who is this Mr. Xia, and she told me it is her boyfriend. And I asked her the reason is because she has said, I adored him so much, I love him so much for his undying love and support to me throughout my period. Now, I'm glad to see after seeing this paragraph, she's not that introvert after all. So Yang Arif, moving on, she wished also to express her gratitude to her master, Mr. David Lee, for his guidance throughout the whole pupillage. And of course, not forgetting her colleagues, Ms. Chua Wei Min, Ms. Stephanie Chong, and Ms. Michelle Koh, for the support during her period in the maze of corporate law. Yang Arif, saya sesungguhnya mempercayai bahawa pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan dan sesuai sebagai seorang peguam menurut Akta Profession Undang-Undang 1976. Dan saya mempercayai bahawa surat cara beliau adalah lengkap dan teratur dan tiada bantahan daripada pihak-pihak tertentu. Oleh itu Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini bahawa pempetisyen Jin Li Jiaying diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Tiada bantahan ya Arif?
Thank you.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan yang Arif.
Thank you.
Tiada bantahan yang Arif.
Thank you. Oleh kerana tidak ada bantahan daripada pihak-pihak dan kertas-kertas adalah teratur, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Jin Li Jia Ying sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Jin Li Jia Ying dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar Mahkamah Tinggi.
Ya, sejajar dengan perintah mahkamah tersebut, saya memohon keizinan mahkamah agar amalan dan tradisi Bar Council diteruskan, iaitu benarkan Jin Li Jia Ying untuk menjubahkan diri sendiri dalam perkelengkapan tradisi ini.
Dipersilakan.
Belum biasa lagi. Dah. Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Tanya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Pempetisyen kedua WA 189201-2021 Jasmine H. Sila perkenalkan diri anda.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Jasmine H. Pempetisyen kedua.
Dipersilakan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Hi Weng Siong. Saya adalah Peguam Pengusu yang mewakili pihak Pempetisyen kedua, iaitu Jasmine H pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan bacaan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Surprise, Arif. May I please, my lord, may I introduce the petitioner, Jasmine H. The petitioner was born in Sibu, Sarawak on 5th January 1996. She is the second child of Mr. Ha Tiong Wei and Madam Lik Ming Kiong. The petitioner read law under the University of Malaya and graduating with honours in October 2020. Upon graduation, the petitioner commenced her privilege at Mrs. Ahmad and Rohani under the tutelage of my learned friends, Miss Tan Wan Yen. On this memorable day, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude to her family. The petitioner would like to thank her parents for their unwavering support and encouragement, without which she would not have been able to achieve any of the milestones in her life. No words can express how thankful the petitioner is to her parents for their love and sacrifices. The petitioner would like to thank her pupil master, Miss Tan Wan Yen, for her guidance and knowledge sharing throughout her chambering time and monitors her professional developments. The petitioner's master confirms that she has a positive attitude to work, is conscientious and dependable, such qualities that would place her in good state for her future career. The petitioner is also grateful to the managing partner of Mrs. Ahmad and Rohani, which is Dato Ahmad Krishnan, for giving her an opportunity to commence her privilege in the firm and for his guidance and invaluable advice too. The petitioner would like to thank all the partners, associates, and colleagues in Mrs. Ahmad and Rohani for their guidance and kindness, which had made the petitioner's first entrance into the legal industry even more colorful. The petitioner would like to especially thank Cik Mr. Mohan, Buan Najifa, Miss Claire, Miss Michelle Lee, Miss Lo Mei, Miss Lau Ji Yun, Miss Xiang Sei Ling, Miss Lishani, Miss Lisa, Miss Mala, Kak Mega, Jaja, and Kak Nadia for making her experience as Mrs. Ahmad and Rohani a memorable one. Lastly, the petitioner's fond appreciation also goes to her boyfriend, Mr. Tan Teng Hock, for the companionship and comfort he has given her until today. Dengan izin Arif, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelakuan baik dan seorang yang layak dan sepatutnya diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya juga percaya bahawa semua kertas dan dokumen Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan pidana saya dari Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur masing-masing tiada pandangan terhadap petisyen ini. Maka saya dengan rendah diri memohon Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan pempetisyen iaitu Jasmine Ha sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Tiada bantahannya, Arif?
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahannya, Arif.
Tiada bantahannya, Arif.
Oleh kerana pihak-pihak tiada bantahan, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Jasmine Ha dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar Mahkamah Tinggi.
Terima kasih Arif. Dan dengan izin Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini dengan mengizinkan pempetisyen untuk mencubakan diri sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Tanya.
Yang izin Ya Arif, Pempetisyen ketiga WA 18-1176-09-2020 Wong Juan Lin. Sila perkenalkan diri anda.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Wong Juan Lin, Pempetisyen ketiga.
Dipersilakan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Gabriel Sustain hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen Wong Juan Lin pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan kerjasama saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan sebentar tadi. Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Please the court, my lord. On 19th February 1997, Mr. Wong Wee Wah and Mrs. Heng Soo Kim saw their dream fulfilled when your petitioner was born to the said couple. The petitioner, my lord, hails from the historical state of Malacca, where she had a early education in SJK C. Tinghua before continuing her studies at the secondary level in SMK Notre Dame Convent, Malacca. And thereafter, she read law at Multimedia University. My lord, your petitioner was eagerly waiting to be graduated in the early part of 2020 and to start her pupillage immediately, but that dream was halted by the outbreak of the global COVID pandemic. However, that did not dampen her spirit. Your petitioner waited patiently and commenced her pupillage in September 2020. My lord, your petitioner then commenced and completed her pupillage at Mrs. Tan Chong Hong, an associate under the tutelage of a master who happens to be my very good learned friend, Mr. Tan Chun Hong. My lord, on this day of admission, the petitioner would like to first and foremost thank the Almighty God for all the blessings He has showered upon the petitioner and her family, and for constantly being there with her throughout the ups and downs of her life. My lord, she would also like to thank her beloved parents for their endless support and encouragement, without which she would not have been able to achieve any of the milestones in her life. The petitioner parents showered her with their unconditional love, trust, and that turns your petitioner into a fearless, confident, and independent young lady. My Lord, your petitioner would like to thank her siblings for being her first and closest friend in life. It is your petitioner's humble wish that her parent and her sibling are proud of her achievement to be the first lawyer in the family. My Lord, your petitioner would also like to thank her pupil master, Mr. Tan Chung Hong, for the guidance and opportunity given to her throughout her pupillage at time at the firm. The petitioner respects the work he does and his cause in advocating justice. One of the things that your petitioner learned from a pupil master is that one should be humble yet confident, which is lacking in many of us. Like Winston Churchill once said, greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. My Lord, your petitioner would like to thank her pupil mate, Ms. Nurul Shafiqa, for her selfless guidance. She would also like to record her appreciation to her fellow batchmates who have supported her journey and would never fail to lend their helping hand towards the petitioner. All of them are special in her heart. The petitioner would also thank her cousins Emily and Sylvia, and also her best friend Hui Teng and Shaw Jin, that has traveled far from Malacca just to witness her becoming a lawyer today. My Lord, the petitioner would like to express a heartfelt appreciation to a special person, Mr. Kang, for being her best partner in life. The petitioner hopes that she and her partner will enter into a sacred union soon. Last but not least, my Lord, she would like to take this opportunity to thank her teachers and her lecturers who have imparted knowledge and wisdom into her life. This is quite difficult for me to say, my Lord. She would like to thank me, her mover, for the precious time that I had taken to celebrate this precious moment. Indeed, it is an honor to be given this task with the petitioner, as your petitioner's master always wished that his late master, Mr. Gerard Lazarus, could move his pupil's call. And it's unfortunate that Mr. Gerard Lazarus has passed on last year on the 27th of November. So I had the honor of being closest to Mr. Gerard to be given this honor to move her call. Yang Arif, saya percaya Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profession Undang-Undang 1976 dan bahawa semua surat cara pempetisyen adalah sempurna dan teratur. Saya percaya bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang telah mewakili badan-badan berkenaan juga tiada bantahan. Oleh demikian, saya dengan rendah diri mohon agar satu perintah agar pempetisyen Wong Zuan Lin diterima masuk dan didaftarai sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Tiada bantahan, Arif?
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Arif.
Tiada bantahan, ya Arif.
Oleh kerana pihak-pihak tiada bantahan dan kertas-kertas kausa teratur, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Wong Zuan Lin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Wong Zuan Lin dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar Mahkamah Tinggi.
Terima kasih, Arif. Dengan ini, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri mohon izin Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk membenarkan pempetisyen untuk menyubah diri sendiri untuk melengkapkan tradisi bah. Terima kasih.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Arif.
Tanya.
Dengan izin, Ya Arif. Pempetisyen keempat WA 18-1350-08-2019 Ong Bin. Sila perkenalkan diri anda.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Ong Minggin, Pempetisyen keempat.
Dipersilakan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Stephanie Wong, Peguam Pengusul, mewakili Pempetisyen keempat Ong Minggin pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. May it please my lord, may I introduce you to the petitioner Ong Minggin. The petitioner was born on 9th of December 1995 and he is the youngest child of Mr. Ong Chong Kai and Madam Lee Chu Gyo. He is the second in the family, in fact, to be called to the bar, and the first being his eldest brother, Ong Min Yang. The petitioner has read law in the University of West of England, Bristol, with a scholarship where he graduated with a bachelor's degree of law degree with the second class honors upper debate on to the Bar of England and Wales with the Honourable Society of the Inner Temple in 2018. Upon returning to Malaysia, he would commerce and complete his pupillage at the chambers of R. Sivananam and Associates under the guidance of his pupil master, Mr. Rutheran Sivananam. The petitioner has long awaited for his time to be called to the bar. After several delays arising out of the pandemic and personal matters, the petitioner has finally reached this stage of his career where he is eager to progress forward and proceed with his career as a lawyer. On this momentous occasion and special day, the petitioner would also like to thank his family, specifically his parents, his sister and brothers, Ong Mingzi, Ong Min Yang and Ong Min Yi, for their love and support. To his friends, which there are too many to be named here. The petitioner is grateful, Yang Arif, for their support and throughout this journey. The petitioner would also like to extend his gratitude to his pupil master, Mr. Rutheran Sivananam, and other colleagues that he met along the way in his journey through his pupillage. Lastly, the petitioner is honored as well to have myself, which I'm honored to be his mover for today. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan dan sesuai untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Cara dan Peguam Bela Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya juga percaya, Yang Arif, bahawa semua kertas kuasa pemohon adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya, Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur masing-masing tidak mempunyai apa-apa bantahan terhadap pempetisyen ini untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftarkan pempetisyen Ong Min Ying sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Ada bantahan, Ya Arif?
Terima kasih.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Terima kasih.
Ada bantahan, Ya Arif?
Terima kasih. Oleh kerana pihak-pihak berkenaan tiada bantahan dan mahkamah diyakinkan bahawa kertas-kertas kausa adalah teratur, mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan, pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Ong Min Ying sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Ong Min Ying dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar Mahkamah Tinggi.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran mahkamah ini untuk mengizinkan pempetisyen untuk menjubahkan diri sendiri. Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Tanya.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, pempetisyen kelima WA 18-1631-10-2020 Usamah bin Hairul Azam. Sila perkenalkan diri anda.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Usama bin Harun Azam, Pempetisyen yang kelima.
Dipersilakan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Babu Raj hadir bagi sebagai peguam pengusul bagi pihak Pempetisyen, Usama bin Harun Azam, bersama-sama rakan-rakan yang bijaksana, mewakili Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia, dan juga saya percaya bahawa Encik Lee Ka-wei hadir menyebut bagi Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Negeri Perak, Ya Arif.
Benar Yang Arif.
Ya Arif, seperti kelazimannya Arif, saya sebelum mengusulkan penerimaan masuk Pempetisyen, saya ingin memperkenalkan Pempetisyen kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini. Dengan izin Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Ya Arif, Pempetisyen telah dilahirkan tanggal 30 Disember 1994 dan merupakan anak sulung daripada 7 orang adik-beradik kepada pasangan Hairul Azam bin Abdul Rahman dan Fatimah binti Abdul Karim. Pempetisyen telah memulakan persekolahan rendah dan menengah di negeri Pahang. Setelah mendapat keputusan yang cemerlang dan setelah tamat persekolahan, Pempetisyen kemudiannya melanjutkan pendidikan di peringkat universiti di Universiti Islam Antarabangsa Malaysia UIAM dalam jurusan undang-undang dan telah mendapat segulung ijazah pada tahun 2019 dengan kepujian. Berbekalkan semangat untuk merantau dan berdikari, Pempetisyen mengerak langkah ke negeri Perak dan telah diterima masuk sebagai pelatih dalam kamar di Tetuan Chan & Associates Ipoh pada bulan November 2020 di bawah tunjuk ajar Puan Siti Hawa Hassan. Pempetisyen ingin menzahirkan ucapan jutaan terima kasih khususnya kepada Puan Siti Hassan yang telah memberikan tunjuk ajar, didikan dan bimbingan kepada Pempetisyen berkenaan kes-kes perbankan, seterusnya memberikan kepercayaan untuk menguruskan kes-kes secara kediri. Pempetisyen juga ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada peguam-peguam Tetuan Chan Associate, terutamanya Encik Chan Kok Kiong, Encik Robin, Miss Lee dan Encik James yang mana telah banyak membantu Pempetisyen dalam perjalanan Pempetisyen untuk mempelajari dan menguasai undang-undang. Pempetisyen juga ingin menzahirkan rasa terima kasih yang tidak terhingga kepada semua pekerja di Tetuan Chan Associates, terutamanya Mr. Susan, Miss Sisi, Cik Lalita, yang telah membantu semasa keberadaan Pempetisyen di sana. Terima kasih juga diucapkan kepada staf di Perak Bar, terutamanya Kak Aziz dan Miss Karen yang telah memberikan tunjuk ajar selama ini. Dengan izin Ya Arif, ikut rasmi padi, semakin bersih semakin tunduk. Pada hari yang bermakna ini, Pempetisyen ingin merakamkan penghargaan kepada insan-insan yang berikut yang telah berada dalam kehidupan Pempetisyen sejak awal kehidupannya sehinggalah ke hari ini. Khasnya, pertama buat kedua ibu bapanya dan juga keseluruhan keluarga beliau yang mana kecintaan mereka tidak dapat diukur dan sokongan mereka tidak pernah berbelah bagi serta yang tidak putus memanjatkan doa dan dorongan kepada Pempetisyen. Tanpa mereka, Pempetisyen tidak akan mampu menikmati apa yang dikecapi selama ini. Terima kasih Umi, Puan Fatimah binti Abdul Karim, Abah, Encik Hairul Azam, Atika, Anas, Afan, Umar, Ahmad dan Adam. Seterusnya, terima kasih ini juga ditujukan kepada seluruh ibu-ibu dan bapa-bapa saudara yang terus menyokong sehingga hari ini. Pempetisyen mendedikasikan pencapaian hari ini khusus buat mereka. Pempetisyen mengucapkan juga terima kasih kepada guru-guru sekolah, pensyarah dan semua tenaga didik Pempetisyen yang tanpa lelah mengajar dan mencurahkan ilmu tanpa meminta balasan. Sekalung terima kasih juga diucapkan khas kepada keluarga LLB di UIAM dan rakan-rakan Fraternitas Brotherhood yang lain kerana sehingga kini tanpa jemu berkongsi ilmu, tanpa berkira meluangkan masa dan tanpa penat mengerah keringat. Pesanan mengenai diangkat darjat manusia kerana ilmu sentiasa tersemat di ingatan Pempetisyen. Pempetisyen juga ingin menitipkan setinggi penghargaan kepada rakan-rakan Pempetisyen iaitu Izwan, Hafiq, Syafiq, Saufi, Haidar, Hibri, Amirul Hafiz dan serta semua rakan-rakan Pempetisyen yang tidak putus memanjangkan doa dan dorongan kepada beliau. Terima kasih juga diucapkan kepada sahabat baik Pempetisyen, Amir Arsyad bin Junaidi yang berterusan menyokong Pempetisyen sehingga ke hari ini. Kehadiran mereka telah mewarnai kehidupan Pempetisyen sehingga lebih mudah dan bermakna dan untuk itu, terima kasih buat semua. Ya Arif, saya mengambil kesempatan ini Arif untuk mengingatkan pempetition dan juga pempetition yang telah diterima masuk hari ini berkenaan apa yang dikatakan oleh Lord Denning dalam kes Ronda lawan dengan Worsley 1967, 1 Quick Bench 443 di muka surat 502. Lord Denning telah menyatakan, as an advocate, he, a barrister, is a minister of justice equally with the judge. Dengan beban itu, Yarif, saya percaya bahawa surat cara pempetition adalah sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga percaya bahawa pempetition adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profession Undang-Undang 1976, dan saya juga percaya rakan-rakan bijaksana saya tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan kepada permohonan ini, Yarif. Oleh demikian, saya pohon Yarif supaya Pempetisyen Usama bin Khairul Azam diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Tiada bantahan, Arif?
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Arif.
Terima kasih.
Tiada bantahan, Arif.
Terima kasih. Oleh kerana kertas kausa telah teratur dan pihak-pihak tiada bantahan, Mahkamah dengan ini memerintahkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Usama bin Khairul Azam sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Usama bin Khairul Azam dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar Mahkamah Tinggi.
Terima kasih, Arif. Arif, saya rendah diri memohon kebenaran pada Mahkamah untuk Pempetisyen menjubahkan diri sendiri, Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Arif.
Terima kasih, Arif.
Dengan izinnya, Arif, Pempetisyen ke-6 WA 181694 11/2020 Pavitra anak perempuan Jagatisen. Sila perkenalkan diri anda.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Pavitra Jagatisen, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Dipersilakan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Surinadan anak lelaki Senagaunda, Peguam pengusul yang mewakili Pempetisyen nombor 6, Pavitra Jagatisen yang hadir pada hari ini, dan wakil-wakil dari Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam dan Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur seperti mana yang telah pun diperkenalkan tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya mohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
May it please your Lordship, my Lord, I request to give a little background to the petitioner to support this petitioner's application. The petitioner was born on 2nd August 1995 in Penang to Mr. Jagadisen and Mrs. Jagadiswari. The petitioner is the only child of the family. The petitioner's father served in the Malaysian Army as a major for 30 plus years, and the petitioner's mother is a high school teacher. The petitioner received a primary and secondary education in Penang. She then furthered her education at Multimedia University at MMU, where it was the petitioner's own decision to read law with the continuous support of her family and friends from the very beginning. The petitioner obtained a Bachelor of Laws Honours degree in 2020. The petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express her appreciation to those who have been by her side throughout this journey, beginning with her family. She is endlessly grateful and forever indebted to her parents for their never-ending support, understanding and prayers from the very beginning of this journey. The petitioner would like to thank her father, who, while being protective and loving, taught her to be adventurous and allowed her to push her boundaries to try new things and never to give up but learn from mistakes. The petitioner learned to remain humble and help others in need from her father, who is never hesitant to help anyone who asks for help. The petitioner would also like to thank her mother, who taught her what is perseverance and the importance to be independent as a woman and to stand on her own 2 feet without relying on anyone. The petitioner is eternally grateful to her parents for providing her with everything the petitioner has needed. The petitioner would also like to express her gratitude to her grandmother, Mrs. Krishnaveni, who is a retired government school teacher, who has always been showering the petitioner with love and who has been motivating the petitioner from day one. The petitioner will always be grateful to her grandmother who was always there for her when the petitioner was sad or demotivated. The petitioner would also like to thank her uncle, Mr. Pradavan, and auntie, Mrs. Sharmila, who are equivalent to the petitioner's second parents and has been a shoulder to rely on and provide love and guidance. The petitioner will always remember their sound advisors till the end. Without her family, the petitioner would not be standing here today, about to be admitted as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. Having them here to witness this hearing is something the petitioner has looked forward to from the moment she decided to pursue law. The small gifts that she could afford to offer to them, as there's nothing in the world that could match just sacrifices. The petitioner extends the utmost gratitude to her people master, Ms. Gunawali Manikam, for taking her under her wing. She was exposed to general litigation and conveyancing and was also exposed to family matters, which the petitioner has taken a great liking. Now, the petitioner realizes that the practice of law demands perceptive nature, determination to always find the best outcome, and most importantly, passion for it, a passion she has witnessed in abundance in a people master who has been in active practice for 16 years. The petitioner will always remember a people master as someone who is humble, intelligent, strong, and determined. She cherishes not only the knowledge she encourages her to seek, but also the life lessons she has imparted throughout the 9 months as a pupil. Apart from a master, the petitioner would also like to express her appreciation to Mr. Balan, as well as other lawyers the petitioner has had the privilege of working with for all their valuable guidance, advice, and companionship. The petitioner would also like to take this opportunity to record appreciation to Ms. Siva, who was there to thick and thin together since university days, Ms. Mira for always guiding the petitioner, and to her childhood best friends, Ms. Tarani, Ms. Suga, Ms. Keshika, and Ms. Nandini, who were there with her when the days were sunny, and even more so when the days were dark. The petitioner would also like to thank all the other friends who were there whenever the petitioner needed any help. My Lord, I believe the petitioner is of good character and as such is a fit and proper person worthy of admission to the bar. I believe the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chambers, the Bar Council, and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee have no objections to this motion. I humbly pray that the petitioner, Pavitra Anak Perempuan Jagadisan, be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
Ada bantahan ya, Arif?
Terima kasih.
Tiada bantahan Arif, Majlis Peguam.
Terima
Ada
kasih.
bantahannya, Arif.
Terima kasih. Oleh kerana kertas-kertas kausa telah teratur dan tiada bantahan daripada pihak-pihak mahkamah dengan ini, membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Pavitra Anak Perempuan Jagatisan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Pavitra Anak Perempuan Jagatisan dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar Mahkamah Tinggi.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. I seek leave from this honorable court for the petitioner to robe herself.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Ania.
Dengan izinnya Arif, Pempetisyen ke-7 WA 18-1736-10-2019 Shantini Yating, anak perempuan Ampalagam. Sila perkenalkan diri anda.
Amir first.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Shantini Yating, anak perempuan Ampalagam.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Amy Liu hadir hari ini bagi pihak Pempetisyen yang terakhir dalam sesi ini iaitu Shantini Yating, anak perempuan Ampalagam. Rakan-rakan bijaksana yang mewakili badan-badan masing-masing telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Yang Arif, dengan keizinan Yang Arif, izinkan saya memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. May I, my Lord, introduce the petitioner Shantini Yating Anak Perempuan Anpalagam. The petitioner, my Lord, as may be noticed from her unique name, was born of Indian Chinese parentage in Kuala Lumpur. She is the eldest child of 3 children of the late Mr. Anpalagam, anak lelaki Katawarayan, and Madam Tan Chai Hun. Being of Indian Chinese parentage, my Lord, your petitioner quickly mastered Bahasa Malaysia, English, Mandarin, and Tamil. These languages were second nature to your petitioner, who had her primary school education in Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina Chongquok in KL. It was during this time, my Lord, I had the privilege to meet the petitioner and her parents, as my son and your petitioner not only attended the same school, my Lord, but they were in the same class. I've therefore known your petitioner for over 20 years, my Lord. Having done well, my Lord, in her UPSR, your petitioner continued her secondary education in Chonghua Independent High School in Kuala Lumpur. My Lord, since her childhood days, it has been the petitioner's lifelong dream to be a lawyer. And with that dream in mind, my Lord, she set her mind to work hard to enter law school after graduating from high school. This she did with success, my Lord. That your petitioner obtained her Bachelor of Laws from the University of West England, Bristol, where she graduated with second-class honours in 2016. Having completed that degree, my Lord, she was duly conferred the Certificate of Legal Practice in 2018. Thereafter, my Lord, she quickly commenced her pupillage in the law firm of Bin Law Co. from October 2019 to July 2020, under, my Lord, the tutelage of my learned friend, Miss Vasanti Rasature, where the petitioner was exposed to many areas of law, namely intellectual property disputes, contractual disputes, fraud cases, just to name a few. My Lord, on this memorable and remarkable day, your petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude to her family and friends. Firstly, to her parents for their unwavering support and encouragement, including, of course, my Lord, the financial support. Both your petitioner's parents come from very humble beginnings, and it was through sheer hard work and savings that they were able to provide for your petitioner's education. Without them, my Lord, she would not have been able to achieve any of the milestones in her life. My Lord, no words can truly express how thankful your petitioner is to her parents for their love and their sacrifice. Today, my Lord, is indeed a wonderful day for your petitioner. The only dark cloud that hangs over her and brings sadness to this memorable day, my Lord, is due to the fact that your petitioner's father passed away in November 2019, and he is therefore unable to witness this joyous occasion. As the petitioner tells me, she was very close to her father. He was always there for her. Indeed, my Lord, at this time, may I say a quote from Jim Valvano, where Jim Valvano says, "The gift my father gave me every day of my life was he believed in me." Your petitioner is where she is today, my Lord, because her father believed in her. Your petitioner would also like to thank her siblings for sharing her love as well as her sorrows. A special thanks to her aunties, particularly Tan Chai Pin and Rajaswari, for all the encouragement all this while. It is your petitioner's humble wish that her parents, siblings, and aunts continue to be proud of her achievement to be the first lawyer, my Lord, in the family. And indeed, my Lord, I believe they are very proud of her. Your petitioner would also like to express a grateful thanks to her Pilpa master, Ms. Vasanti Rasature, her mentor, Mr. Havinderjit Singh, for providing her with so many opportunities, my Lord, and guidance throughout her privilege, and enabling her to see what the great art of advocacy is, particularly in the areas of financial crime and construction law cases. The petitioner would also like to express her sincere appreciation, my lord, to all her colleagues and Messrs. Vin Lauko, particularly Miss Sarah Ann Che, Mr. Harvinder Sidhu, Mr. Harry, Inchik Saifuddin, and Miss Elaine for their patient guidance and assistance. On this day, your petitioner is grateful to have a group of friends watching via YouTube who have supported her journey, my lord, particularly Abby, Xin Ying, Sabita, Nicole Yong, Joey Yong, Jane Chan, Trudy Pang, B. Yan, and Lily, my lord. May I pause, my lord, to say that the petitioner has minuted here her grateful thanks to me. Of course, it is really, truly my privilege to move her call this day. Finally, my lord, the petitioner would like to say that she appreciates everyone who has been a part of her life, relatives, school friends, college mates, roommates, colleagues, for their constant support and for blessing her. And there are too many to name. Young Arif, I believe, my lord, that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I also believe all the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General Chambers, the Bar Council, and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objections to this petition, my lord. So, dengan rendah diri yang saya ingin memohon kepada mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk pempetisyen Shantini Yating, anak perempuan Ampelagam, diterima masuk dan didaftarai sebagai seorang peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Ada bantahan, ya, Arif?
Tidak ada bantahan, ya, Arif.
Terima kasih.
Ada bantahan, ya, Arif?
Terima kasih. Oleh kerana kertas-kertas kausa adalah teratur dan tidak ada bantahan daripada pihak-pihak yang berkenaan, mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Shantini Yating, anak perempuan Ampalagam, sebagai peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Shantini Yating, anak perempuan Ampalagam dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar Mahkamah Tinggi.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Izinkan saya memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk pempetisyen menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Ania.
Dengan izinnya, Arif. Dengan ini saya menjemput Yang Arif Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Puan Aisyah Khalina binti Abdullah, Peguam Kanan Persekutuan yang mewakili Tan Sri Peguam Negara, Cik Tan Sin Cheong yang mewakili Bar Malaysia dan Cik Lee Kawe daripada Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur serta tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dapat mengikuti sidang ini dari dalam talian. Izinkan saya memberikan sedikit ucapan kepada peguam-peguam baru yang kita raikan pada petang ini. Sekali lagi saya mengucapkan tahniah kepada Cik Jin Li Jia Ying, Cik Jasmine Ha, Cik Wang Juan Din, Cik Ong Ming Yin, Encik Osama bin Khairul Azam, Cik Pavitra, anak perempuan Jakatisan dan Cik Santini Yating, anak perempuan Ampalagam kerana telah diterima masuk sebagai peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Seperti tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sedia maklum, petisyen kemasukan sebagai peguam bela dan peguam cara adalah satu-satunya kausa yang masih dilaksanakan secara dalam talian di seluruh negara memandangkan kepada pandemik COVID-19. Arahan ini adalah mudah difahami kerana dengan kehadiran yang ramai, ia tidak membolehkan petisyen-petisyen ini didengar secara fizikal di mahkamah terbuka. Baru sekejap tadi, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan pempetisyen bersesuaian dengan norma baru telah memakai jubah masing-masing secara kendiri. Dengan memakai jubah tersebut, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan telah bersetuju untuk menunaikan kewajipan sebagai seorang peguam, the officers of the court, pegawai mahkamah, dan mempertahankan kemuliaan profesi ini. Di dalam menegakkan keadilan, perkara yang paling penting adalah seseorang itu dapat akses kepada mahkamah. Jika seseorang itu telah dimungkiri haknya, ia tidak akan memberi apa-apa makna jika dia tidak mendapat akses kepada mahkamah hanya kerana dia tidak mempunyai keupayaan keuangan untuk melantik seorang peguam. In the course of practice, there are instances which call for us to take the briefs on a pro bono basis. Just take up the challenge and give the same commitment that you would give in any other cases. On the same note, before long, you will be assigned to certain cases that involve capital punishment. Rule 8 of the Legal Profession Practice and Etiquette Rules, 1978, provides as follows, and I quote, "Subject to any rules of court made in this behalf, an advocate and solicitor assigned as counsel or advocate and solicitor in any civil or criminal matter shall not ask to be excused for any trivial reason and shall always exert himself his best effort in that assignment." Unquote. What does this mean? It simply means that A, you should not excuse yourself upon being assigned with such cases unless for a valid reason, and B, you must always, without fail, exert your best effort in that assignment. So give your level best. The National Legal Aid Foundation, or YBGK, is a legal aid scheme that funds lawyers to do legal aid work in criminal matters. Under YBGK, free legal assistance is provided to all Malaysian citizens at the police station, at remand hearings, and where they are eventually charged in court. There is no doubt that YBGK has made access to legal representation and justice possible. If you have the time, which I'm sure you will find one, try to volunteer and participate in the scheme in addition to the LAC program organized by the Bar Council. To succeed as a lawyer and make name of your own, you need to keep learning. Make use of your time to learn about different legal fields and consider continuing your legal education. It can be fun to remind opposing counsel that the rules cited have changed, or the case that he or she quoted has been overruled. Law is constantly evolving. This is why it's crucial that you constantly learn. If you fail to study the latest developments, you'll be left out. In addition to pursuing further studies, you should also learn about the latest technology and acquire management skills. Finally, you should also look after your physical and mental health. It is easy to overlook your health needs with so much on your plate. As they say, your health is your wealth. You cannot expect to be always on call and be ready to work. It is important that you take some time off to focus on your well-being. Go to the gym, have a brisk walk in the park, watch Netflix or James Bond movie, since there is no time to die. Although I must say that the ending surprised me. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan ahli keluarga dan rakan-rakan Pempetisyen yang sempat mengikuti sesi ini secara langsung di dalam talian. Saya selalu katakan bahawa bukan senang untuk melayakkan diri sebagai seorang peguam. It is not easy and never easy. Ada yang datang dari the Inns of Court, Lincoln's Inn, Grace Inn, Middle Temple, Inner Temple. Ada yang datang dari Universiti Tempatan yang tidak kurang hebatnya. Saya berkata demikian kerana saya pernah menjadi hakim pertandingan moot di peringkat antarabangsa dan mendapati bahawa prestasi pelajar undang-undang di Universiti Tempatan adalah sama hebat jika dibandingkan dengan negara-negara lain, termasuk dari India, Singapura dan China. Ada juga yang mendapat kelayakan CLP, satu kursus yang amat sukar untuk kita lulus. Yang penting semua Pempetisyen hari ini, dari mana laluannya, telah berjaya dengan cemerlang. Saya mengharapkan apa sahaja pilihan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan selepas ini, sama ada di bidang advocacy, advisory, conveyancing atau corporate, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan akan berjaya dengan cemerlang dengan pilihan itu. As they always say, do what you love to do, and success and happiness will come naturally. Kepada ahli-ahli keluarga dan rakan-rakan Pempetisyen yang mengikuti prosiding ini di dalam talian hari ini adalah hari menyambut kejayaan mereka. Raihkanlah kejayaan ini. Marilah kita sama-sama mengucapkan tahniah di atas kejayaan ini, walaupun keadaan semasa tidak mengizinkan ia diraikan dengan mengambil gambar dalam ruang legar di bangunan mahkamah ini. Buat sementara ini memadailah yang gambar diambil di dalam perkarangan kompleks di luar mahkamah. Apa juga pilihan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan selepas ini, mahkamah mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan selamat maju jaya di dalam karier pilihan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang amat dihormati. All the best, and wherever you are, always stay safe. Thank you.